All righty. Good afternoon, Benton Harbor, 49022. Good to be back with you for another week of Chat with the Chief. Today is January 30th, 2025, and you are here with the esteemed Chief Greg Abrams from Benton Township. Oops. And then myself, Director Dan McGinnis with the City of Benton Harbor.
Who's
How
not
are
feeling well?
Not feeling well. Yeah, I
Uh,
was. This is my first day back from being off sick with the bug that's going around. So I'm gonna say a little less because I'm still kind of hacking and coughing. But we're glad to be back, and we are still really probably for the next couple weeks, kind of still taking a poll of. And right now, the feedback has been they like it weekly, but and we'll still run this for a couple more weeks. Would you like to see us on weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly? So, of course, we want to be on, share information with you, be transparent. So that's where we are. So, hey, Chief Abrams, how are you doing, sir?
I'm
Tell
pretty
us.
good. If you see me get over my
Great,
head
Chief.
now, I'm going over my stats right now, trying to see where I'm at or where I've
Okay.
been or where we're trending toward.
Yes. So we talked a little bit last week about stats. We had some Benton Harbor stats, and Chief Abrams has today Benton Township stats. So I will defer to you, sir. Again, I don't want to be hacking and coughing, and I probably sound on nasally, and I get out of breath if I talk for a long time. So
Well,
uh,
I want to try to share this screen and hope I don't mess this up. Okay. I'm
yeah,
gonna. All right. Let me try this here. Share screen. Okay. Let me see if this pops up. All right. Can you see that, Director McGinnis?
yep,
Oh,
and
you
uh,
probably can't see me, but can you see my scroll here at the bottom?
I had it, but now I'm not seeing it. It's saying removed from scene, but I am not seeing it.
You're not seeing it.
You know what? Aha, we see it now. There it is, sir.
Okay, so you can see my stats there from 2019 to 2024.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Okay, so for Benton Township, just the complaints that we've had, starting with our homicide complaints. From 2019, you see we had three. 2020 we had four. 2021 we had four. 2022 we had seven. 2023 we had five, and 2024. I don't want to use the word that we were blessed to have less than that because honestly, no homicide is a blessing ever. But everybody in township, uh, life was not taken by some other entity other than natural causes. So we only had two. So that's amen to that. What I have seen also trending downward was our non-aggravated assaults, uh, down 351 from 387. Because of 19 and 20, we were 309 and 318. Um, Aggravated assaults, we've been seeing a up and down trend here. We had 191 for 2024, and in 2023 we only had 150. Now I'm going to drop down to our weapon offenses, which weapon offenses can be handgun, knife, anything that's used as a weapon. We had 141 instances. And as far as our non-fatal shootings, we had nine. 2023, we had six. So as you can see, the numbers here that they are kind of up and down. 2019, we didn't have a stat for those yet, but the numbers are kind of up and down. But now I have a baseline of where I want to see Benton Township complaints as a whole decrease. Uh, and I'm going to be keeping an eye on all these offenses just to see where we're at. But I just kind of wanted to, you know, those who are tuning in to show you where we're at as far as the amount of complaints that we dealt with. And these are some of the more serious ones like B&Es and arsons and non-fatal shootings and things like that, robberies. Um, we trended up for robberies in 2024 with 19 complaints compared to 11 in 2023. So I'm hoping that chat with the chief, can dive into some of the reasons why we have, so many of these offenses and what we can do about them. And I'm going to go back and stop sharing that. See if I can go back to me.
And you might want to turn your radar down a bit, Chief.
All right.
So with those stats, when is it that you took over as a chief in township?
Beginning of 23.
Okay, so just from what I saw, is it safe to say that under your leadership, your major stats are trending downward?
Yes, they are.
Yes. I don't think that's.
I won't say all of them, but I will say some of the major ones are trending downward.
I don't think that's any surprise with your leadership there. And then also, I think us working together, because ours have trended down also. As a matter of fact, our non-fatal shootings are down. We actually did, for my update, we did have a shooting Tuesday, and that was the first one in weeks. I think we've only had two, maybe three, like the last 3 months. So we're going the right direction. One of the things that my detectives tell me is we've got a lot of people in jail. That always helps.
It helps.
And again, it seems like the message is getting out. People are helping. When you help us, we can get people off the streets. Give you another update for us in Benton Harbor City. Last week on the 16th, there was the drug team. And just for those who don't know, Benton Harbor, we have a regional drug team. So I have a person on the drug team. So the drug team is not actually Benton Harbor or Benton Township. It's actually via the state police, but it's a multi-jurisdiction agency. So, for example, for us, I got a person on the drug team. We have a person on the FBI task force. So they run tips, and any drug information goes to them. On the 16th, on East Britain, 100 block of East Britain, there was a drug raid. We got some cocaine. Two handguns were located, one of which was stolen out of Kalamazoo. And there was an arrest, which charges delivery of crack cocaine, second offense, maintaining a drug house, and a combination of 8 counts total. So in that, Chief, again, back to what I just said, was somebody in the neighborhood was fed up with the traffic, called, made a report. After an investigation, boom, we were able to move on that location and be able to seize some drugs and some guns. And whenever we can get the guns off the street and drugs, that's always a positive. So that's what we had the last week since we last week's chat with the chief. But I actually, during this wintertime, it's been, knock on wood, kind of quiet. So we know that we will enjoy these cold months, and things will wrap back up as spring and summer comes. But we will be ready when that happens with partnerships and programs, as well as enforcement, to make sure we continue moving the needle in the proper direction.
That's excellent. That's excellent. So you had some arrests out of that, and you said you recovered guns and drugs?
Yes.
That sounds good to me. So we've had lately, and Benton Harbor, Benton Township, or 49022, however you want to identify yourself. We need to all understand sometimes that a lot of the things that happen in our community are from outside actors. And what I mean by that is those who don't live in Benton Harbor or Benton Township, and maybe not even St. Joe City or St. Joe Township. We're saying they live, maybe Kalamazoo, Paw Paw, Grand Rapids, and all these areas. And the reason I'm saying that is because recently we had some trailer thefts. One was from Chick-fil-A.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No. They can't be messing Chick-fil-A up, Chief. You got to do something about that.
I want to take that pimento chicken sandwich as soon as they get on the menu.
Messing up Chick-fil-A.
So we end up, we found the owner of that trailer posted it on Facebook of all places. Yeah, and somebody called in the tip and said, "Hey, we think we know where that trailer's at." The trailer, amongst other stolen property from other construction sites, were located in Decatur. So what is that? Maybe 35, 40 minutes from here, Decatur, Michigan. That's where they were all located at.
Wow.
So tools were recovered, large trailers were recovered, and what these offenders are doing, they'll steal these trailers, and most of the time you see a vehicle pulling the trailer. Nobody think about, oh, that trailer is stolen, or who's going to be the wiser to this. So what they do,
Right.
they conspicuously take the trailer, strip it of its VIN number, and then they'll repaint it or rebrand it, sell it to somebody else, or they'll just use it. Every now and then we'll come across them if they don't have a VIN number or something that allows us to identify it. Then sometimes we'll even confiscate it just to investigate the property and see if we can find out um, the identity of who it belongs to. But yes, so yes, the community is still doing its part.
That's fantastic. So how again, Chief, did you guys? That's excellent police work. How did you guys get a tips and leads on the suspects and the trailers, and what led you guys to Decatur for the
It
recovery?
was it was someone who lived in Decatur who saw the post that the owner of the stolen trailer had posted. And it just ran from there to other leads uh, from Facebook messages from those in our community and abroad who knew about this trailer. So people were communicating and they were giving information out about, hey, we know where this trailer is at. So that's how the breadcrumbs led to the trailer being recovered.
That is awesome. So as I lose my voice, please bear with me, Ben Harbor. I trust I'll be better next week. But I just want to emphasize that Chief Abrams that we've been to scenes where people are uncooperative, and we ask for information, and people say, "Do your job. I'm not telling you nothing. Do your job." Actually, uh, the tips that we come across are largely, or the leads that we get are largely from cooperative people. So if we can't get anybody to give us any information, then it makes it very difficult to do our job. So I'm glad seeing this trend, Chief. I think on both sides of the line in 49022, of people realizing, you know what, we're seeing once we say something as far as some of the crimes in the area, that we're seeing action. Now, there's other things that take time, and I've told people that certain things will take time. I.e., this drug bust. Sometimes investigation might take days to weeks, or maybe even sometimes months. But as long as we get the information in, again, this is our community. These are our neighborhoods, our homes, our children. It's really helpful to us to get the help and partnership with the community that we are starting to see on a regular basis. So, and again, our detectives work hand in hand. Really, a case might be in Benton Harbor, might be in Benton Township, but both our DBs work it because chances are they're related, or there might be suspects or people involved in this case that happened in the city that might be linked to something that happened, excuse me, in a township. So, I think going back to my question, Chief, when you actually took over and we started to see the numbers fall, is about the time that we publicly came out and said we are working together as one community, and I'm so proud of that. And it might be a small thing, but I've heard people have told me that this is a long time coming. Residents, a
Yes.
long time coming. So I really appreciate hearing that, and we're going to keep doing what we can do. So, of course, you're doing a great job over there. Probably the biggest Greg Abrams fan outside of your wife, obviously.
Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. I'm just doing what the Lord lead me to do at this point.
Yes,
Trying to keep our community safe, by any means necessary. But doing it the right way, and by keeping our community informed. That's why the fact that you put together this program, so our community can hear what's going on. Besides watching, one of my favorite news. ABC 57 or WNDU. Those are my favorite shows I watch for news. But every now and then they can get it right from the horse's mouth, which is us. We
Right.
can give them the stats they're looking for. We can answer the questions that they need answered, and um, it just makes for a better communication platform. And I'm glad you put this together. And it was a no-brainer for me to jump on board as soon as you said, "Let's do it."
Yeah. Excuse me. So sorry, guys. So you got anything else going on over there? Anything that you're like working on? I know we're working on a lot of stuff, and it's honestly trying to be mindful of the time and to try to touch on everything that we talk about outside of chat with the chief and get that in is seemingly impossible. There's so many things that we will be doing and we're working on now that again, Ben Harbor, what we're trying to do is be prepared going into the spring and summer and not be reactionary and not prepared when summer comes and something happens.
That's right.
So one of the things I do want to mention, Chief Abrams, we're partnering with the Benton Harbor Success Movement. That is actually the old Benton Harbor Street Ministries right there on Empire and McAllister. Yeah,
Okay.
McAllister. So they actually, Ron King is the director there. He is phenomenal. He's a great motivator of young adults, a great recruiter. He's done a great work in the community since taking over that program. And because it's obviously he's a nonprofit organization, he's always looking for funding. So he is up for a grant presentation tomorrow that I look to support him in person to continue his work. He touches about 300 youth, chief, in a day per day.
That's a lot.
300 youth per day, and that doesn't take anything away from the Boys and Girls Club or any of these other places, because there's so much work to be done in Benton Harbor. And I think one of the things, and we talked about this also because we talk all the time, is unfortunately not just departments but even organizations have been in silos where they're doing similar work but no one's really kind of communicating with each other. We don't necessarily know. So, and again, the Boys and Girls Club is not stepping on Ben Harbor Success toes. Ben Harbor Success is not stepping on the Boys and Girls Club, again, because there's so much work to be done in the community. And of course, the Boys and Girls Club is another partner of ours. Additionally, actually, they had a meeting I had to cancel, unfortunately, because I was sick, but going to reschedule with the CDC. I think that's Benton Harbor Community Development. Ashley Hines, phenomenal person. I love Ashley. She's tremendous. I can go on half an hour just talking about her accomplishments. But she's going to be helping us. She started the process, and we're going to partner to actually get boots on the ground to start block clubs in our communities. So we're excited about that. So this is no communities coming forward to say how can we partnership with you is the equivalent of somebody who lives in a neighborhood and saying, hey, here's what's going on in my on my block. The more people that we get in contact with that want the partnership for the betterment of Ben Harbor, that's 100% yes, as far as I'm concerned. So those are some things that we are working on. I think the block club neighborhood watches are critical. We got to get those back going in the city. I'm not sure what you have there in the township, but even if you do have a program, I'm saying as big as township is, which is bigger than Ben Harbor, probably not enough. And if we can get eyes and communication everywhere where people realize it's more of us that care and love our community than those who are practicing lawlessness. So
That's correct.
I just like to give a shout out to those organizations. Pray for Ben Harbor Success Movement and their grant applications, also the CDC, all these organizations that are working diligently to make Benton Harbor a great community that it was, is, and will even be better in the next few years.
Well, then we also had the meeting with the State Police just recently
Yes.
regarding their support for 2025, and it appears from our conversation with them that they're all on board. That's whatever we need to keep the community safe. And state police, like some of their posts are strapped, where they need more troopers there, but they saw fit to at least spread some of the love, and shorten their posts to help us out, and we do appreciate that on every level. And it sounds like they have some good programs they want to involve us in, and I'm happy to say we'll be there for that.
Yes. So I'm excuse me. Oh,
We're gonna let you go home, take some Dayquil in a few minutes, sir.
yeah.
I know how you're feeling.
Excuse me. All right. We got actually everyone must be happy. We got no comments so far. This is chat with the chief, meaning it's not just us chatting with each other. You chat with us also. So that is that's what I have this week,
Okay.
Chief Abrams, and we're going to keep plugging away and doing what we're doing. I think that we have Ben Harbor, Ben Township have the best officers in the county. We do great work, and we will continue to do that. So again, we love our town, and whatever we can do to make it better is what we're going to do.
I agree. I agree. And to the compound that, I got something I want to do, Director McGinnis here. So I still have, so I gave away 5 of these clubs to victims of the car thefts that we had last year in 2024, which was mostly the Kia and Hyundai thefts. So I still have 5 of these left. So what I want to do is, for those who might be listening, I'm going to give you some instructions. I still have 5 of these to give away. I'm going to give away one every time we have a chat with the chief meeting. But I'm going to give you a number. It's an easy number. Just 269-308-1863. So the first person that calls me tomorrow by 12 p.m., that will be the person who I will present this to. You'll have to come to the station to pick it up and sign a waiver, but you will be able to have this steering wheel lock for your vehicle. I gave away 5 already, and so I have 5 more I want to give away. So the next 5 chat with the Chiefs, there'll be a steering wheel lock to be given away. I think that's
And
something. I
what
like
is that
that.
number again?
It's 269-308-1863 for a club steering wheel lock. And I want it to be to somebody who's had their vehicle stolen. I just don't want anybody to come down here. So I might do some checking in our system to see if you have a report with us or a report with the city that your vehicle was stolen and recovered. And even if it was stolen and you bought a new vehicle and you want to secure that new vehicle, still you will be you'll qualify for one of these steering wheel locks.
That
So
sounds
that's
great. So say it one more time. Get the basics. The first person who calls
by 12 p.m. tomorrow. So my phone will be sitting in front of me at 12 p.m. The first person they call who's had their vehicle stolen and recovered, and or stolen, they just bought another vehicle, but they want to secure the new vehicle, they will be able to get one of my steering wheel locks.
At the number here, 269-308-1863.
Yes. That's a special number I use every now and then. Like a bat
the
phone.
the bat phone.
Just like a bat phone. Not always monitored, but when it needs to be, it's ready.
Got you. Okay. Well, Chief, I made it through. Actually, I did better than I thought I would do. Um,
Good.
and yeah, I think that's it. We'll get on out of here until next week. Again, we do want to hear from you for those who come on and watch Chat with the Chief after the actual live broadcast. Let us know if you want to see us continue to be on weekly, bi-weekly, monthly. So far, the needle is at weekly, so that's why we still have been on. So maybe do this poll for another couple weeks, and then see what more votes come in for. So that's kind of where we are. And Chief, if you don't have anything else,
Nope.
we
That's when our community stay safe, be vigilant, and you see something, say something. We're in terrible times right now.
see something, say something. Well, if there'll be nothing else. Actually, I do monitor the comments after the show is, so you still have the ability to comment even when the show is not live, just so you know that. And if there be nothing else, until next week, Ben Harbor, be back here 1 o'clock on Thursday, same bat time, same bat channel. And we look forward to talking to you then. You guys have a blessed week, and we will talk to you later.